Hello?
Nice to hear you.
All right, we're here.
Okay, good.
Hola.
So, all right, so we'll jump right into communities today. And what is the
Okay.
objective in today's class? What's our objective on our notes?
Basically, create more contacts. We want to get more contacts, and we're going to try to join some communities.
Okay. Okay, so by the end of the class, everyone needs to create one community called Employment Planning Your Name. Please invite staff, your counselor, and friends to join this community. You should also consider sharing the community with some prospective employers. Okay, that's where we're heading. So on the basis of, if you don't know where you're going, any path will take you there. Where we're going is to create a community. When we do this, when we've done this for the last year, they're getting started with their community, but people don't do a good job maintaining their community, right, Phyllis? So, Phyllis, do you have any suggestions of what we can do to get people to maintain their community? Because I can promise you all that if you go into your interview and you have a community, or when you submit your online resume and you have a link in there to your community and your community has stuff about you, that will be very beneficial. Because few people out there know what Google Plus communities are. And every business can benefit from them. So, does anybody think that a business cannot benefit by moving to the cloud? Anybody think that? Okay, does anybody think a business can benefit by moving to the cloud? How many people? Okay, so some people are not convinced. All right. So the correct answer is yes. Businesses can all benefit by moving to the cloud. Now, you might not know why right now, and that's okay, because you're not expected to know, because very few people out there know how their business can benefit from the cloud. But the starting point is to accept the premise that all businesses can benefit from the cloud. So when you're in your interview, or actually before your interview, you should have figured out how cloud-friendly is this employer that I want to work for. Because part of your plan is going to be giving them reasons why they should hire you. Your proactive employment plan, for people who don't know or don't remember, is you don't respond to people saying we're looking for people. You find places that you want to work and you give them reasons to hire you. And one reason that they want to hire you is you have marketable skills. What's another reason businesses want to hire you? You have marketable skills. What's another reason they'd want to hire you versus someone else?
Because I want to be the person that save money and make.
Okay, because they believe you're going to save them money or make them save or make them more money than anyone else. What's another reason that they should hire you versus the other 400 people applying for the job? Okay, this is important stuff to know, so you should write this down in your book, because you're not going to remember it. Our brains are not designed to remember random facts like this. So one reason is marketable skills. Okay, 2. They believe you will save more money. Okay, that you're going to make them or save them more money. Okay, marketable skills. Marketable skills, save them or make them more money. What's another reason they would hire you versus someone else? Anybody in California have an idea? Huh? Dennis, I didn't hear that. Okay, if you don't know why they should hire you, they probably don't know either. Yeah. Okay. So, let's say, how do we get that? They believe.
But basically, you're the best person for the job. You have to understand that you're the best for the job. Yeah.
Okay.
And Joe says you've done your research on the company. You've researched the company and you've done your research on the company.
Okay. So you've researched the company, you've done your homework on the company, and how does that come out?
It comes out like in the company.
It comes out as what?
As you're in the company.
Okay, good. What were you going to say, Rosie?
I was going to say dedication.
Okay, well, they don't know that when you're in the interview, but if you can do that, that's on the same thing.
Almost every job that I've got, based on, they look at the information, and then it's generally my personality. That's most times they're like, oh yeah, we like you.
Okay.
Not a problem. We see what you've done. It's
so you already have marketable
Yes,
skills. Okay. So they believe you.
Yes.
Okay. And they believe you'll be the best person. Okay. So, so those are the three basic things. But on number 3, what you have to articulate is that you care more. You care more about it. That you're not just faking it. You're not just saying the right things. So, as an example, Lint was here. I think most of you know Lint. Lint's been a student here. He got interviews at Stations Casinos. When Stations Casinos came in here, they made it very clear. We start people out on call. You work when we need you. And then as you progress, we'll give you a fixed schedule. So Clint got the thing. They offered him a job as a porter on call. Well, he didn't really like that. He didn't like that. He wanted a permanent job. He didn't remember that that's how they start people, is on call. But that was okay. Then he met his supervisor. And the supervisor said, you know what, I don't think that this is the right job for you. I think there's a better job for you. Now, that could have been true, right? Or it could have been a test. I've talked to many people who have been pro athletes, watched things on TV, many guys that were Navy SEALs, and if you watch movies on Navy SEALs, when they're going through their budge training, what are they saying to these people? Nobody remembers?
Yeah, they're talking down to them. They're abusing them.
Well,
they don't want to be there. And
they're saying to them, you don't want to be here. You're not good enough. You're not fit for the NBA. You're not NFL material. You're not a Navy SEAL. Just go ring the bell right now. Just give up right now. You're never going to make it. And the people who make it don't accept that. So maybe the guy was telling the truth to Lint. This isn't the right place for you. Or maybe the guy was testing Lint. And I think he was testing Lint because he said, you know, you're not the kind of guy that's going to clean up after people when they throw up. That to me sounds like a test question. Because how would he know whether Lint would clean up after people? Right? Because he could have said, this job or porter job, we have to clean up with people. We're in a casino, at least one time a week, you're going to have to clean up somebody's vomit. Are you willing to do that? That would be an informational type question. When you say to somebody, I don't think you're the kind of guy to do that, that to me seems like a test. And you need to say that. So number 3 is they have to believe that you're really committed, that you're not one of these people that just wants a job. Because most of the people that are there interviewing, they don't know anything about the company, they don't really care about the company, they know a little bit maybe, it would be okay to work, it's better to work there than some other place, but they don't really know anything. They're there because they want money. They're not there because they want a career, they want advancement, they want whatever. They're not there for the right reasons. So, if you persuade them that you have the marketable skills, that you can make them more money or save them more money, and that you're really committed to working for them or one of their other 2 or 3 competitors, because that is what you want to do in your life, that's the business you want to pursue, then you should have a good shot at getting the job. Being able to articulate the cloud helps for number 1, and number 1, marketable skills. I have marketable skills because I have skills that you need to get you to the cloud. These other people don't. Your other employees don't. I can make you more money or save you money because I know how to use the cloud. And I'm really committed to this, doing this. Here's my, blah, 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 talk, but here is something, here's my personal community on Google+. It shows you a little bit more about me in a very easy way. And it's not Facebook, because it can be arranged and categorized in things. So it can be a lot more information that's easier to get to. So we have people that start out really well, doing a very good job on communities, but then they don't stick with it. It's like power posing, right? Is anybody power posing anymore? Okay, tell us this. We all agreed it was a good idea, right? But unless you make it a habit, unless you make it part of your daily routine, it's not going to happen. So if you don't make the community part of your daily routine, you're just going to stop doing it. You're not going to have a good community. It's going to hurt your chances of getting the destiny or calling position that you want. Okay, so having said that, how do we create a community? Okay, who said that? Okay, right, go to Google+. Okay, so I'm going to switch over my screen to screen share. Okay. So everybody should now be on Google+. Okay. Now, so who said? Oh, so Ronnie said go to Google+. Now what? Okay. What? Okay, so I don't remember what they call that. What is that drop down called? Well, let's call it the menu drop down. And click. Okay, so click on communities. Okay, is everybody there so far? Okay, so now what do we do?
Okay, you want to create community?
Okay, so how do we create a community now that we're on this page?
Create.
Julia, how do we create a community?
Employment.
You on the Google Plus communities page? Okay. So how do you do it? Ronnie, how do you do it?
Click create community.
Okay, thank you, Ronnie. Good. I meant Robert, but good. Excellent. Okay. Click the blue button that says what? Create community. Right? Okay, so your screen should look like this, except you won't have this many communities. Right? You have this, Robert? Screen looks like this. Are you in Google Plus? So did you go to the 9-square grid and click? Phyllis, did you, Robert, please? It takes a week or so to get used to doing that navigating. Okay, so if you get to this page on Google Plus, under Communities, there's a blue button that says Create Community. Okay, so Julie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Kim? Yes. Suzanne? Mike?
Yes.
Gina? Lupe? Rosie? Desmond? Ronnie? Okay. Rachel. Okay, good. Okay, you got it? All right. So now we click Create Community. Now what does it say? Private or what? Public or private. See, mine is a little bit different because I have a paid Google account. So mine says restricted to Gladius Business Corp. Only members of Gladius can see it, or not restricted. So isn't there a choice that you can invite people?
Yes.
Is that under private?
It says only invited members can join the community and see what's shared.
Okay. Now, does it also say you can't change it once you decide?
No, it doesn't say that.
Okay. So there's one of them, or maybe it gets, maybe it's the next stage. It says, once you choose this thing, you can't unchoose it. You have to create another community. So the question is, do you want your community to be public or private? So some communities you want to have as private, right? Like if it's for you and your homies, right? Just have it, here's our private little community. And I would say for employers, you might want to have your employment one, you might want to have private because you should have sensitive stuff on there, stuff that you might not want everybody to see. For example, any certificates that you have, you know, when you graduate from here, you should scan your certificates, have pictures of them on here. You might have a picture of your driver's license. You might have a picture of your social security card, you know, for your employer, just so to make it easy that they get that, you know, you are on the ball, you're with it, or whatever, pictures of yourself. So for your employment planning, did I put in the instructions that it should be private? Does anybody remember? Okay.
Oh, what?
Whether it said whether it should be private or not?
Yes, you did.
Did I say it should be private?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, good. So I'm keeping that up. 'Cause,
One public, one private.
well, you can, it said do 2 communities?
Yes, I do. Yeah, for the same thing, one public and one private.
Okay, all right. Good. So do 1 public and 1 private.
To keep the employment planning private.
Yes. Well, what, okay, I guess I should just go back and read what I wrote.
Director, what did you want
Yeah.
us to name our public and private things? Employer what?
Employment plan.
Okay, what paragraph does it say create two communities?
It doesn't say two.
Oh, it doesn't say two. Okay, I didn't think it did. All right. Mike tricked me. Okay. So if you see it on there, let me know. But so it should be a private community.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah.
I'm curious about this, like, once we have the Google Plus and all that, if somebody was trying to search us on the internet, for instance,
Mhm.
maybe someone that you didn't want to be involved with,
Yeah.
would they be able to find you?
No.
'Cause I found my sister-in-law on
Well,
Facebook.
oh wait. If you are on Facebook, they can find you if you have an account, but it will say nothing is shared with you if it's private. Okay, they don't, you can't see everything on anybody just because they have an account. Because now, when you get a Gmail account, it's automatically connected to Google Plus.
So that information show up somewhere, like if someone was trying
Just your name
to her name.
or whatever
I'd be able to
name.
find out my sister-in-law's address just from
Well,
Facebook.
okay, because she did not make it private. She put it out there as
She
public.
said it was private.
Well, but
So
she's
we
made a
looked into
mistake.
it. Okay.
Okay. So when you go to your profile, so just go to your Google Plus profile right now.
I'm still on which community you pick. I just picked private, right?
Yeah, but if you go to your Google Plus profile, you have the ability to not disclose anything.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, but your community, if it's a private community, the only way people can see it is if they're allowed to. So that's a second layer. So first is your Google Plus account. Google will say, yeah, this person's on Google Plus, and you won't have any information on them, just have their name. Okay? If they fill out the profile thing and they say it's available for the public to see, then you can see whatever, people can see whatever level that you let them see. It's kind of like in Facebook, right? But on a community, and this is an important question, on a community, if your community is private, people can't see what is inside of your community. Okay? It's a very important thing to know.
So select private.
Private. Okay. Select private. So, again, when you have a community, people can't, if it's a private community, people who are not allowed to see it can't see it. We have people here that want to join the People of the Abyss community, right? Who did that? Ronnie? Is that you? Somebody asked to join People of the Abyss or the Obligation or SPQR.
We all had to pick one, though.
Yeah, but some of them you asked to be, okay, you asked to be a member. Otherwise, what could you see? You can't see anything, right? You just see there's a community, I have to ask to join it. They have to decide whether to let me in. So feel safe and secure that if you have a private community, whatever is in your community is private. And considering it should be the basis of your employment plan, that should be private, right? Because you don't want other people who you're competing with for a job to know everything that you did. You did all the work. They can go see your community. They know what you're going to do, and you're at a big disadvantage. So, do you have your community created?
Do you want it, if Google search for your community, do we put searches or just people can find it?
Okay, so, oops. Okay, so here we are, public, private. Okay, so just hold on. Okay, can people search for your community? Well, let's think about that. If they have to be invited, or if they have to be allowed to see it, does it matter if they find it on the internet by doing a search? It makes it easier for them, right? Now, let's say you send your community to somebody for a job, and he wants to send it off to somebody else in the company. Did they get an invitation from you? No. Okay. So he might, so being able to, that other person, so you created it, right? You sent it as a link in your email to somebody. You can add that person to the community by putting in their thing. So I send it to you, but I've already added you. That person sends it to his coworker. Hey, check this out. This might be somebody we're interested in. If you make it available in a search, if this guy screws up, but he knows your name, he can find it and then ask to join. So I think it would be good to do that. Okay. The downside is if you make it available for people to search and they can ask to join, you end up with what we have on People of the Abyss community, where we have people, 20 or 30 Muslim people that want to join that community. Probably because the description, it enables them to say to their friends, see how bad it is in the United States? This is talking about people of the abyss, people, homeless people, and we know they're Muslim because you can't read their name. It's obviously Arabic writing. But they asked to join the community. Why? For whatever their reasons are, but they found it on a search. Okay? So that could be a downside. But for your employment planning thing, I don't see it as a downside. So yeah, you should make it available in search. Okay, so now we've created the community, right? Has everybody answered those things and your community is being created? So it looks like this on the screen. And now it looks like that, right? Does everybody have that? Okay.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Special 10 seconds, do you hide it or not? No.
No. I would say no. I should make it available for search.
So do I hit create now?
Yep.
All right.
That's just a little summary of yourself. Honest and dependable. I usually put honest in. Yeah.
I heard you say it, I'm just making sure you said so like yes, people can find it and ask to join.
Yes.
Now, are you talking about the electronic
Okay.
version?
So everybody should have something like this, right? And then you can just go down each thing. So put in your tagline, just one sentence: dependable and honest, hardworking, creative, energetic, whatever. Committed to success. Just something when they see your picture, they identify it with the tagline. Now the picture you put in there should be your picture. It should be your picture with the Larson behind it. If you don't like that picture, you should take another picture. But with that picture, a picture says 1,000 words. So if you have a picture standing in front of the Larson Training Center thing, that shows people in an instant, oh, this person went to school, here's their school photo, this person's educated, this person's they don't have a picture holding their dog or some kind of goofy stuff. This is about work. So remember that this is your employment planning community. This isn't your Facebook, I'm a cool guy community. This is about work. This is about showing people that you're the person that they want to hire. Now, how do you pick a photo?
Well, it says pick a photo, but mine doesn't say that anymore.
What does it say?
Nothing.
It says nothing. Did you get a page that looks like that when you clicked on pick a photo?
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
couldn't find the photo, then I went back, and now it doesn't say it.
Okay. So let me catch up to where you are. So I hit cancel, and are you back to that?
Yeah, mine doesn't say pick photo.
Okay, is it have this green thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, so now if you get to that position, so that's the setup position. Okay, now though you have this little gear here, right?
Yeah, the settings.
Yeah. So edit community.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So a very important thing that Mike just demonstrated.
Director, what if our picture isn't on this computer anymore? Like, on a different way.
So your picture should be in your drive. Okay, you should have your picture on your drive. Don't store the stuff on the computer. Now, Phyllis, when you take pictures of people, does the name on it, their name?
I send it to their email.
Okay. But is the name of the photo their name, or is it just a number? Okay. Okay, so everybody should have an email that has your picture in it if you can't find it. Yeah.
If you go to, when you go to click on the pick up photo,
Yeah.
You click on that and it'll show, drag a photo here or whatever.
Yeah.
Towards the top.
Shows that.
Albums. You go to albums, your picture should be in.
Okay. So, as Tim just said, when you go to do your picture and you click select a photo, up here on the top, upload albums webcam. Okay? And if you click on that, all the pictures associated with your account show up. Okay, so again, remember, this is for work. This is not your personal one. This is for work. Okay? And Phyllis will gladly do that.
As we pick the picture,
Yeah. So when you do that, okay, so this picture on mine is a picture of One-Eyed Willie, who's one of the founders of the school, and our president in his Army uniform. Okay. So now your community should look like this, right? And then you can save it. And if you save it, you come back to a page that looks like that, right? Now, what are some of the other things that we want to add? Okay, we want to invite people, right? So one way to do that, how do we invite people?
click on invite people.
Okay, click on invite people. Sometimes it's easy to do things in here.
Where does it say invite people?
It says invite people in a blue box right up at the top of it. Okay, now, if you don't see that, down below in the lower left, if you look up on the screen, over here, in the lower left, where it has members, if you click See All, if you put this here where it says See All, it will also pop up. And then if you invite, you click Invite People. And then down below, you can add email addresses, names, circles. Okay, so I just invited the circle of all of the people here, LTC LV students. Okay, has everybody invited people yet?
Yes.
So everybody should make sure to invite LTC LV staff.
Where it says, spread the word, invite people.
Yeah. No, not where it says invite people. You click the word invite people, and that pops up on the screen. Then in there, where it says to, is where you click on that, and by now you should have a circle that has LTC staff in it, because we did that yesterday. So you should have me in your circles, because I invited you to my circle. And I sent everybody an email. But if you don't have it, that's my email address, Sherry's C.Kennedy at, and Phyllis, what's your email?
Julius.618.
LTCLV. 6 what?
1814.
61814? I thought you were in November or September you started. At,
91814, I'm sorry.
there we go. gmail.com. Okay, so these people, this should be a circle. Called LTCLV staff. You should already have that circle. If you don't have that circle, don't worry about it right now. Just add these 3 emails and invite people separately. But it shows you how easy it is if you have a circle. Okay, so I just got an invite from Julie. And I accepted the invitation. So now, Julia, on your screen in the lower left-hand corner, you should have me and you.
Okay. I was trying to find you.
Okay, so am I on there? Okay.
Space that.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes. Dennis, is there anything I can help with there?
Anyone want anything?
Hey, Ed,
Yes.
why wouldn't we use the whole,
I didn't hear you, Joe.
why wouldn't we use the whole picture?
You want to use the whole page?
No, he said He said he won't use the whole.
Something again is happening with your microphone there because we get the first two words and then it doesn't work.
It won't let the whole. The entire. It cuts off the picture.
How about going to your screen, Dennis, or Joe, if you're on here in the upper left-hand corner, and click on chat. Okay, well, Dennis, you have to do it. If you take your cursor over to the left side of your screen, a little menu bar opens up. And the top one is chat.
Okay. Okay. 1 second.
Okay. So, Joe, okay, so once you hit save, not sure what your question is, but once you hit save, okay, so now I have 2, 4, 6 people in my club, my community club. So Desmond, me, Jesse, Robert, Ronnie, Tellis.
I just sent it to you.
You mean you accepted my invitation?
No.
Okay.
Did you get my invite?
Well, I did not get notice of an invite, except for Julia.
Sent it to you.
I sent it. You're in my circle.
You're in my.
Okay, so yes, I have Dwayne, accept invitation. Suzanne, accept invitation. That's a very goofy picture of you, Suzanne.
Yes, I know. We're going to change that.
That?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was someone else.
Yeah, that was.
Thank you.
Okay. I take back what I said.
Thank you.
That was,
If you go to all communities, it shows all your invitations.
okay, Rachel, accept.
Where do you go? All communities. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay, so I'll do that here.
Well, whoever that is a very goofy picture.
Okay, Robert. Okay, Tim. Okay, Guadalupe, accept. Tamika, accept. Michael, accept. Okay, so everybody, it's break time. We'll continue this, and then tomorrow we'll also get into Hangouts. Okay, now, let me go back and see about Joe's question.
Okay, is me under TC instructor?
Oh, can't do the entire picture, yeah. So this is your profile picture, Joe?
Yeah.
So you saw there's a little editing thing in there? Did you notice when you're picking the picture, you could crop, there's crop marks?
Yeah, the crop it, I expand the area to be cropped. So I couldn't close off the picture.
Did mine go through?
Did yours go through? Um,
So welcome to the company. That's like the director.
hmm? Okay, well, so Joe, on the picture, it doesn't let you have a big picture in there, but you can crop it to the important parts.
I'll send you an email.
Okay.
Just done it.
This? Oh. So this picture? Okay, good. Good picture.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, look.
Okay.
Out in the lane.
Like crop.
Your eyes look like crap? Is that what you said? See how it comes across here? There's,
I'm gonna get a different.
okay, we're going to have to get a new microphone for up there.
Okay. I know.
Okay, so we'll pick this up tomorrow, everyone. Thanks. See you, Joe. Joe, I want to talk to you about Iron Yard at some point.
Okay.
Okay, great.